All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Set to throw on first. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw again on second down. Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and 12. Gun Brissett. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On third down, Brissett. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will be incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Brissett to throw for it on fourth. And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Again, it's Brissett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. Hilton, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on fourth down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
From the 44, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find it.
And he's going to go down again. Jabal Sheard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he connects with Ebron. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I can be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Ebron caught left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Come to work. We want it. Come to visit. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. All day, baby. All day. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. We ain't giving up nothing today. 29 is the Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett. Ebron's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there. First down. Brissett now 7 of 10 here in this first half. And he's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Mack. Draw play. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Mike 29. Rip right. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Curry. 29 is right.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check it back. You're target on it.
Brissett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Mariota going to give to Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Bissett. Rodgers brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. A first throw for the backup Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter, you get points. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run the draw play with Mack. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, one set.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run here with Mack. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Daquan Jones able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing, Brissett. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. And here's Vinatieri now. The touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Blue 18. 3. Single, slop.
From the gun, Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal sheared. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Set, ready. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
First down, Brissett. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Watch the twist. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Lewis here on first down. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. They run. This is Lewis. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. First and 10 at the 19. Derrick Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Pierre Desir in on the stop. On second down now, it's Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Throwing, Mariota. He finds Humphries. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now down to 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch it. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get that running.
Brissett on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways they want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jarrell Casey busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
To try again after the sack. Brissett into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes, to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check Mike 39. Know your job. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
They'll throw again. Brissett. Short little throw to Ebron. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down to the tight end.
This is caught, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Colts, they add on to their advantage. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now Mariota. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Set! Blue 18! Yeah. You don't want none?
Mariota now from the 50. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. With it is Jackson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. And that's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. They go play action. Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single
The Titans go. It's Mariota trying to lay one up deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. But
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett looking deep for Hilton. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 55 yards. Brissett to throw on 1st. He's going to let this go end zone, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play fake. Mariota. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially bit.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
We got it.
A loss of 10 yards brings up fourth down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Pierre Desir. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Undercrush. Go. Undercrush. Check. Let's go. Come on. He's coming. We got jump on.
Mack off the draw play. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
On first and 10, Brissett. They shakes him off.
Come get some. Come on.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, Schultz got it complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last shot now for Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Corey Davis. Incomplete. Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different